Previously on Skyrim and Skyrim Special Edition. Let's find out what Solitude has to offer.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig.
If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raymond's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit.
Yeah, sounds easy enough, I'll do it.
My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her.
The name doesn't actually ring a bell, if I'm being honest with her, but I'll try and get some information for you.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldis would be welcome news.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
I wonder if she still says that if I'm wearing the outfit she gave me.
Fresh fish. Fresh fish.
Oh, here must be the market.
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine.
Will do.
Dean Inga says a bard can never have enough practice. So, would you like a tune?
No, I'm alright, thank you. I actually want to know what you do around here. I'm assuming a bard.
I'm a bard from the Bards College here in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying.
That's exactly what I'm going to do, actually.
Thanks for taking the time. People never want to talk to me.
Oh, that's not nice. You seem like a nice enough lady.
The boat. The freshest in Skyrim.
You wouldn't have a few minutes to run down to the docks, would you?
I might be able to do. No hello, no who are you, no how are you doing, but... Okay, what do you need from the docks?
Well, I've got a shipment of spices the East Empire Company is holding up. I need someone to convince them to release it.
Yeah, shouldn't really be a problem. Where is the East Empire Company? As long as it isn't too far, it shouldn't really be a problem.
Great. Get back to me when you're done and I'll give you something for your time.
Alright, thank you very much. Convince Victoria Vici, or Vicky, to release the spice wine shipment. The East Empire Company, that's where those two, those royal or imperials or those really rich people were being escorted to when we were leaving Morthal. But, okay, so, is your spice wine made of a secret recipe?
Oh, yes. A secret family recipe. The only good thing my father Octave ever did. In fact, it's so good, no one else in Skyrim even tries to make any.
Well, business should be quite good. How are your sales? Like, if it's the only place you can ever get this, and I mean, unless it tastes like dirt, it'll probably be, your sales must be pretty good.
They're adequate. Honestly, I rely on the business brought in by the burning of King Olaf, and that's not likely to happen this year.
What's the burning of King Olaf, and why is it not likely to happen?
It's a great big festival put on by the bards every year. They burn an effigy of old King Olaf. It's quite a bit of fun. The bards give out spiced wine during the festival, so they put it in a big order. And then, for weeks after, demand is so high, I can barely keep up. But with the death of High King Torrig, the festival has been declared in poor taste. So it looks like it won't happen this year.
Oh, that's a shame, especially for your sales. It seems like this festival is the only thing that really keeps you going.
Everything I got on display, really.
Oh, so does she only have spiced wine? Oh, I was going to say, does she only have spiced wine? But okay, she has really nothing that I need.
Good luck out there. Seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim.
You have no idea, Yvette. You have no idea. So where is this? The Convince Victoria Vicky. Oh, that's only out there. That's down there. I believe that's where it is, actually. Let's hotkey it to make sure. Yeah, oh, that's right out there. We can do that. We need to go over there to get that that helmet for, what's it, One-Eyed Noster or something like that. So we can do that. Not right at this moment, but we will at some point.
Dean Inga says a bard can never have enough practice. So, would you like a tune?
No, I don't want a tune. I said that earlier. I'm starting to see why nobody talks to you. You keep offering them a tune every time.
Spiced wine, the taste of home and heart.
You look like you could do with a ripe apple. Or a tomato. Cabbage. Or leek.
No, I'm good, thanks. I bet you met a few interesting people, though.
That I do. I had a messenger from Dragon Bridge stop here on his way to the Blue Palace not too long ago. He was very nervous. Mentioned something about needing help.
I actually just had a messenger come to me just now, delivered a note about a dwarven arrow. Doesn't really seem too important, but seems like whoever this messenger is that's gone to the Blue Palace, he seems like he needs help, and I'm assuming I'm probably going to be able to pick up a quest from him. So did you have any trouble getting ripe goods around here?
I have my ways, but it's not easy these days.
Ha! It rhymed.
The Black Blood Marauders have been plundering ships off the coast. A lot of people been hurt by their foolishness.
And those black marauders that Argonian over there, I believe he's one of them. That's why I really want nothing to do with him.
Come back when you figure out how to spend money.
If you sell anything other than a carrot or a leek, I might just do that. No, I do not want to hear a tune. Stop following me. I'm understanding very easily why nobody talks to you anymore.
It should be quite the affair. Nice to have something happy in the midst of the war.
Victoria is practically glowing.
Oh, who are you?
May the divines guide and keep you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I think that's all she has to say.
May you be saved by the divines, as I once was.
I'm having a conversation. Oh man, I understand why nobody talks to you anymore. You seem like a nice lady. When you talk to you, you have only one thing to say.
Plenty of fresh fish for you.
Advar. Put a H in that, and it's like Hadvar from Riverwood. So, where do you catch your fish? I'm assuming water.
Down at the docks. There are a few good spots if you can avoid the East Empire company workers and those red wave thugs.
Man, black marauders, red wave thugs. It's just like you've got a whole rainbow of thug groups trying to take your business away from you. You and your daughter, you're at the execution. Oh, was it you? Was it Advar who told the girl to leave? That must mean that the guy got executed was either your brother or your brother-in-law.
Sorry, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle. I've tried to explain that Rogvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will.
Oh, fair enough. I would ask what you have for sale, but clearly just fish and meat, so I have no need for that unless I get a mod installed.
These are troubled times. Be on your guard out there.
I will. What was that just flew over? Oh, it's just a bird. That was such a big shadow. I thought it was a dragon was about to attack Solitude. Well, there's a massive bird. It's like a pterodactyl or something.
Are you here to talk about my brother? Do you think his execution was justified?
Well, I would talk about your brother, but you seem to just be walking away and not engaging me. Conversation! Okay, I will shout to you, Greta. Who was your brother?
Rogvir. He opened a gate and they executed him for it. He opened a gate and the wrong man rode out of it. If that man hadn't been Ulfric's Stormcloak. If Ulfric hadn't killed High King Torrig. But it was Ulfric. And he did kill the High King in honorable combat. My brother refused to allow the Imperials to take revenge for the deed. So now he's dead.
This is a curious one. I don't know. So he did what he thought was right. Sounds like your brother was a traitor. I don't know too much about the ongoing events here, but it sounds like he just did what he thought was right. I don't think he necessarily thought, like, screw the Empire. But I'm tempted just to walk away, but... So he did what he thought was right, Greta!
Then like Rogvir, you have a Nord's heart. It's hard for many of the people here to understand. I think Aldis understands. I don't think I could have stayed here if anyone else had... I think I need to be done talking for the moment.
Okay, Greta, fair enough. Next time we have a conversation, maybe you can stand closer so I don't have to yell the answers to you, but... Let's see what's up here, then. We're still yet to see a blacksmith or any sort of weapon workshop. Wow! A guard walked past me without telling me about the Dawn Guard. Near Riften. Might think of joining up myself. First time I think that's happened. I'm liking it here in Solitude. Alright, so what do we have here? Fletcher. It seems like there's a battle Yeah, like shields and a sword on the front. So maybe this is a blacksmith's, or at least a weapon dealership.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
Okay, fair enough. Fahida. Oh, come on, man. Why does nobody want to serve me? I'm not a bad guy. Look at this little Khajiit face. He looks like he could have a good conversation. I was trying to do a Khajiit voice then, and I came off sounding like Yoda. Yoda, an elf, and Miko.
Hello and welcome, my friend. How may I help you on this fine day?
I need some arrows that can take down a dragon. Do you have any?
Why, of course. And will you also be needing the bow that shoots rainbows? Or perhaps a quiver that dispenses beer? Look, if you want arrows, we have them. But don't insult my intelligence.
Fihada, you have no idea, but a quiver that dispenses beer, that just sounds dangerous, man. What do you have for sale?
An archer, eh? I've got just what you need.
So, from what he's been saying, it sounds like this place is actually like the Drunken Huntsman from Whiterun. This is a bow and arrow, an archer shop. Alright, so let's see what we can sell off to you first. And I think I'll definitely be buying some stuff. I should have waited and got my dwarven arrow from in here. But then maybe I would not have got that letter. So stupid. Right, so let's sell this off. I can't break this one down, so let's sell that. Leather boots, scaled helmet, and the steel helmet of destruction. I can't break that down either. Good, good, good. This is what I like to see. A nice empty inventory. So let's see what you have. See if you have any... Oh, some more dwarven arrows. Will I get another letter from somebody in another keep asking me to bring another dwarven arrow back? But I might buy them. What dwarven bolt? Thunderbolts. If I had the... I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got 14,000 gold, but I'm saving it up for reasons. So, but if I had the coin to spare, I might buy that and give it to Janessa. If I didn't have a burning one, Thunderbolts was going to be my next one. But I wanted the burning damage instead of the Magicka damage. Weariness. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing here that I can really see myself needing. Orcish bow of diminishing. Ooh, soul snares. See, this is something I've been meaning to get for a while. Something that does soul snares. Maybe while I'm in here in Solitude, I might go about crafting myself a bow. It costs 917. I think I'd rather create my own bow instead of buying one, to be honest. But yeah, a bow of soul snares is something I'm going to need at some point. Let's see what else you have here. Oh, just the two things I sold you. Oh, fair enough. Oh, I don't really need to buy anything off you. I don't need any more dwarven arrows. I've got 30 at the moment, so... Alright, fair enough.
Perhaps I'll be seeing more of you.
You probably will. I'm an archer, so I will be coming here and buying and selling some more stuff off. Yeah, but there's one reason why I need to do a bit of smithing at some point is because I do plan at some point of crafting my own bow of soul trap. That's why I've been... Oh, it's another one of those symbols. Maybe it's just like the sign of solitude or something.
As High Priest of the 8 Divines, I bid you welcome.
Why, thank you, Roland.
I'm afraid I'm running errands at the moment, but please visit me later at the Temple of the Divines.
That is exactly what I'll do, Roland. I will see you at the Temple of Divines later. I don't know why I'm mocking him. He seems like a nice guy. But yeah, I'm going to craft my own bow at some point, but not just yet. I need to fill all those soul gems I've been collecting.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with?
Have you ever considered getting out there and fighting?
I think I would, if it weren't for my son and my wife. Oh, Seema would have my hide if I even suggested I might step foot on a battlefield. You think Stormcloaks and Legionnaires are dangerous? Ha!
Fair enough. Saying that a wife and a son, it's a good reason to stay home. It's a good enough reason as any. So you make armor for the Imperials then. You still help out in your own way.
It's almost all I have time for these days. The men training here in Solitude and the troops out in the field, they all need weapons and armor. But I'm not telling you anything you don't already know.
True, true. And I've literally just realised, even though he mentioned her name, you're the husband of the lady inside who bits and pieces who sold me the fated dwarven arrow. But yeah, so you're pretty dedicated to the Empire then.
To be honest, no. But High King Torrig supported them. And now, her lady Elisif has thrown in with them. You could say I'm a king's man at heart. I guess that's Jarl's man now. My loyalty lies with solitude. So, where Jarl Elisif leads, I follow.
Fair enough, fair enough. What do you have for sale?
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Alright, yeah, that's exactly what I thought. If the last guy was the archer, then this must be the blacksmith that sells me all the steel weapons and the heavy armor and all that sort of stuff. So, anything I can sell you? Nope, 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 nope. I think I finally managed to sell off most of the stuff I wanted to sell off. Might sell him some of these leather strips, because I don't really need that many. Dwarven bow, dwarven sword. Ooh. An iron battle axe of souls. Literally taking their soul from them up close and personal. I don't think I need any of this stuff. Nope, nope, nope. See if you got any good armor. I might have to see if I can enchant my my boots as well, because my boots and my helmet have no... Ooh! Leather boots of mine are sneaking. Oh, it costs 2,000 gold. But sneaking is 15% better, and they're exactly like the boots that I already own. They are, aren't they? Yeah, I've got fine leather boots that protect me 13 and weigh 2. These ones I think will protect me 2 less, but they'll increase my sneaking by 15%. I'm really tempted. The thing is, my sneaking's alright as it is, to be honest, but I'm really tempted to buy them. Just watch me buy these, and then later on I'm 2,000 gold short for something. Just watch. I don't know if I have an enchantment for sneaking either, though. Because I could enchant my own boots. I will be back. I will be back in 1 moment.
Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests.
I might try and find an arcane enchanter around here and see if I already have the enchantment for sneaking. Because if I do, then I'm going to enchant my own boots with sneaking. If not, I might... God, he's looking at me like the bloody Undertaker. Rest in peace. Alright, man, calm down. But yeah, because if so, I'll just enchant my own boots instead of buying them off him. I mean, enchanting my own boots is much cheaper than... Oh, I need to get... I forgot, I need to get Janessa's axe off of her. But yeah, enchanting my own boots will be much cheaper than buying them off of him.
If that is what you wish.
It is. Where is your Orcish war axe? I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Let's go.
I do have I do have one of those ingots. Why can't I use it? I could have swore I had one of those ingots. Oh no, I've got a corundum ingot. That's not the one I need. Oh well, fair enough. Maybe I was mistaken.
Yes. If that is what you wish.
You can have your weapon back. Sorry, I wasn't able to improve it for you. My apologies. What should Janessa actually have? Has she got anything I can sell? Nah, she doesn't. Alright, fair enough.
Let's go.
We shall indeed. We shall indeed. I'm going to use the forge. Let's see if I can create just some iron daggers. There we go. Just to try and get my smithing up a little bit. I don't think there's anything else I can create. Oh, I can make some hide stuff. All I need is leather and leather strips to make hide stuff. Oh, I didn't know that. Let's see what do I need the least of? 3 and 4, 2 and 2, 2 and 1. Right, I'm going to make a bunch of hide helmets to try and get my smithing up. So I've got so much leather that I don't really need, so let's just increase my smithing a whole bunch. Perfect! There we go, that's exactly what we want. And now I can sell all this stuff off as well. Yeah, because increasing my smithing is something that's going to come in handy down the line.
But what can I help you with?
It's not something I'm going to need for a very long time, but smithing is going to come in handy when making some armor much, much, much later in the game.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Just to sell off a whole bunch of stuff I just crafted. Yeah, 12 hide helmets, that's what I want to sell you. Man, he has a lot of gold. He has a lot of gold for a guy I just sold a lot of stuff to. Oh, a scaled helmet, I could give that a thing as well. I think I did some iron dagger as well. Do you know what? In fact, I'm just going to buy those boots for sneaking off of him. I'll sell that to him. I don't feel like messing around. Actually, maybe not.
Return anytime you need arms or armor.
I'll probably return quite soon, because I can't seem to make my mind up at the moment. So I'll probably return quite soon. do we have through here? But no, I'll see if I can enchant them first. But if not, I'll go back and buy those boots off of him.
Heard they're reforming
The Dawn Guard. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Attempted fate. Might consider joining up myself. Good lord. I jinxed myself, clearly. So what do we have here? Oh, yeah, I just remembered. I need to go speak to Captain... where's Captain Aldis? Ask Aldis about the information about Angela's daughter. So I need to remember to do that one. And there he is over there. Little target practice. Oh, this guy's quite good with his bow. He's getting a lot of those arrows near the target. You're training these soldiers well, it seems.
Need something?
I do. How goes the training?
Their aim could be steadier, but they're battle ready.
Yeah, they seem a lot of their aim seem to be dead on target. So, are they even battle ready if a dragon appears?
Can any man hope to be ready for a dragon? I can but hone their skills and harden their hearts. The rest is up to the gods.
That's fair enough. I'm dragonborn, and even I'm not always prepared for a dragon. So, were you the one that was presiding over the execution? I believe we spoke briefly on the way out, and you just told me you were waiting the whole time.
Not my finest hour. Rogvir was a fine and honorable man.
As you seem to be. I barely spoke to you, but you seem to be quite a decent guy already. So, yeah. How can you? Yeah. So, do you think he was right then?
No, I think he was entirely wrong. Rogvir's execution was justified and necessary. Being honorable might make you a good man, but it doesn't make you right. Be a better world if it did.
Yeah, I suppose you can do something wrong and be a good guy at the same time, I guess. So, fair enough. Bit conflicted by it, I guess. But, yeah, Captain, Angela sent me to ask about her daughter.
Generally, posting information is need to know only.
Yeah, oh man, I wish I was wearing my necklace of speechcraft right now, but I think Angela needs to know.
I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. Her daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
To be honest, that seems like a job for you, Captain Aldis. I don't see why you're tasking me with telling her that her daughter has been killed. Like, surely it's definitely your job. Like, you always hear about the stories about like captains writing letters, like during World War II to the fallen soldiers' families. Definitely seems like it's your job. But fair enough, I'll go tell her. I'm sure my my honeyed words, as the guards like to say, will be better hearing this information from me. Oh, that's running water. It sounds like there's an animal down there. Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Okay, where is she? I need to break the bad news to her. There you are.
It's good to see a fresh face. You wouldn't have happened to come from Whiterun, would you?
Oh man, it seems like you've got a bit of dementia or Alzheimer's setting in. We just had this conversation. But I have some news about your daughter.
You got Aldis to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say?
Angela, Mrs. Morard, your daughter is dead.
I told her. I told her the Imperial army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
Huh. So we didn't get any gold, we didn't get any experience points, we didn't get anything. But do you know what? I'm okay with that. Normally, if someone had just stiffed me like that, I'd be a bit angry. Like, I just did a bunch of work for you, and you've given me nothing for it. But to be honest, it wasn't exactly that hard a task. I had to walk up a slope and talk to one person, and she just found out her daughter's dead. So.
Got lots of things to take care of. What do you need? Huh?
Nothing. I'm alright, thanks. She seems quite confused that I was trying to talk to her. There's a potion of healing just sitting on the floor out here. If I pick that up, is that going to be stealing? Let's give this one a quick save. Because normally if you pick up stuff with a white marker, it's not stealing, but this game has been known to bug out. Huh. Fair enough then. That's a weird place for a potion of healing to be. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's make our way into the depths of solitude. We've seen what all the marketplace has to offer, what all the shops down here has to offer, and also what the guard has to offer. But let's make our way into the homestead, it seems like, of solitude, and maybe meet up with the guards and the yard in the Blue Palace. Is this the courier? I can't even talk to him. He looks like he doesn't want to talk to me either. I've delivered your letter, now leave me be. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, that's where Captain Aldis was. I'm guessing down. Well, yeah, I was gonna say I'm guessing down there's the Blue Palace, but by the blue on the roof, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Advar's house. That's the guy selling the fish. And this is probably just all the houses of the people that live in Proudspar Manor. Yeah, these are just the houses of all the people that live in the town, I think. Yeah, okay. All right, well, let's make our way down to the Blue Palace then.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do.
That is actually what I do. Like, how do you know this? And what do you need?
My master has abandoned me, abandoned his people, and nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help?
Possibly. Why don't you leave your master?
Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. All of his empire shall fall into chaos.
It seems a bit overdramatic, but okay. How can I find your master?
Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that.
The Mind of Madness. And speaking of madness, I'm starting to think that this Dervenin seems to be quite mad himself. No, he agrees with me. He's so crazy, acting so strange and insane, and then he ends the conversation with, I'll tell you what, Nessa, I'm going to go mad if Miko keeps barking like this. But alright, fair enough. I'm starting to think this guy is a bit of a nutter butter, not all there in the head, because he wants me to talk to his master about returning from vacation. To do so, I need to gain access or gain entrance to Pelagius' wing in the Blue Palace. He said that the Jarl, the most important person in all of Solitude, is beneath his master. And he gave me, wait, did he say he gave me a hip bone? Yeah, there it is. Well, he's actually given me a hip bone. He's given me somebody's pelvis. And apparently this is going to give me access to part of the Blue Palace. I think this guy might be mad. And I'm sort of worried what's going to happen if one of these guards, this one right there, if one of those guards catch me with the hip bone, they're going to think I'm like a mass murderer or something. Good lord. Alright, well, fair enough. I probably will check out what he's talking about at some point. But let's go speak with the Jarl and turn in some of these other quests, because not only did we have to speak to the Jarl, but we also had to speak to Elisif about Turi's outfit. So I better make sure I equip that before I go in the Blue Palace. I'm saying that it's getting quite late, so it looks like I'm going to be disturbing them quite late in the evening. Probably just disturb the Jarl's tea, and they cut off my head. Blue Palace and discovered. I've got to say, this place is much more like a palace, like a big keep in a big town than Whiterun was. Whiterun looks like it was just built on the side of like a cliff of a plain, but Solitude looks like it's actually been made for a Jarl or a king. Alright, guard, nice to meet you. But before I do anything else, let's make sure I wear the garment that they wanted me to. Radiant raiments, fine clothes, and I think I should probably take my cowl off. It would look a bit weird, I think, wearing that while speaking to the Jarl wearing these nice clothes. And let's also equip the amulet of Dibella for plus 15 speechcraft as well. Speaking to a Jarl, I probably want to get my honeyed words out as best as possible. Oh, Gaston! You've never looked more beautiful, and with the earrings and there's like the little gold rings on your moustache there. God, you've never looked so fine, Gaston. In fact, let's also equip my dwarven bows as well, my dwarven arrows. Oh, look how fancy he looks with Dawnbreaker as well. God, you've never looked so good.
Sabil Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton.
Are you the court's mage?
No doubt most folk in Skyrim consider the dragons terrifying. I find them wondrous.
Just wait till you're face to face to one that's breathing fire down your neck and see how wondrous you find them then. So, yeah, what's your job here, Melaran?
I make sure Erica keeps breathing.
No, seems like an easy task then. In, out, that's pretty much it. So are you the court wizard? That's more what I was getting at here.
No, that honor is Sabil Stentor's. A smart man steers clear of Stentor. And keeps himself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I've told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I'll leave you be.
You are free to leave.
Seems like you're a man of a few words, and also seems like why does every court mage have a real chip on their shoulder? Like really likes to seem to give Gaston
may be
attitude.
Below my stature, but the compensation is acceptable.
You're also quite tall for an elf as well. All right, let's make our way up the steps and let's talk to Elisif, the Jarl. Seems like she already has her very own round table of assistants to help her.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under my
Your
rule.
Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldis I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragon Bridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
I've got what I came for. I better get back to Dragon Bridge.
Aren't you worried about Wolf Skull Cave? It seems to be quite on your mind, and I've been to Dragon's Bridge. It doesn't really have many people to defend it.
I've done my part. Dragon Bridge will have extra guards. Falk Firebeard will find a way to take care of the cave.
Fair enough, fair enough. I suppose you can't really ask for much more than that. At least she's actually listening to you.
All right, then.
Okay. Ladies, gentlemen, I request an audience with the Jarl.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that every time you see a Jarl, you should really speak to their assistant first. But I have other questions, I'm afraid. So, jumping in right in the deep end, why did Ulfric kill your husband? Well, I've been hearing about this ever since we first arrived in Skyrim at Helgen, when I actually met Ulfric Stormcloak. Why did he kill your husband?
Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torrig. And so he came before my husband and he shouted with that terrible voice, like something out of a legend or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say, for it grieves me to speak of it.
There's Jarl Elisif basically bearing her heart, telling me all this information, and there's Miko just barking in the background. I like you, Miko, but you're really starting to grind my gears. You're really starting to steam my beans. But yeah, so you are the High Queen of Skyrim.
Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen.
That's fair enough. But this is the third Jarl I've met, and the third time a Jarl she seems to have her head screwed on the right way. I figured at one point I'd meet a Jarl that was just power hungry and mad, but so far all the Jarls I've met have seemed like quite decent people. So, do you trust General Tullius?
A question I am all too familiar with. One my very thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have?
I suppose fair enough, although if he starts making some really rash, really bold decisions, you might have to start questioning him. But, hey, change of subject. Do you like my outfit? Do you think I look dapper? I think I look fantastic.
It's quite fetching, actually. The craftsmanship is excellent.
It was made by Radiant Raiment. I swear they are lovely people to meet. Couldn't meet a nicer lady.
Oh, really? Well, you can tell them that I will be putting in a request for a few dresses quite soon.
They will be happy to hear that, and I hope they will give me a lot of coin for passing on this information. But yeah, that guy who spoke came in here earlier. Said about something about a Wolf Skull Cave. Do you need someone to check it out?
Oh, I thought that matter was handled. I think Falk is taking care of that.
Oh, fair enough. I'll speak to Falk Firebeard then. Thank you very much for all the information.
Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
I will do, but I think praying for your husband's going to do very little now. Falk Firebeard, I believe you're the person I needed to speak to.
Do you have business with the court?
I have business with you, in fact.
I am the Jarl's steward. If you have court business to tend to, you talk to me.
Alright, fair enough. So I have a few things to ask him. I don't want to go to Pelagius Wing just yet. So let's ask him some general questions before we get to the crux of the matter. So, what will happen to Elisif if the Empire wins the war?
That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace.
And that's something all of Skyrim seems to want, whether you're Stormcloak Legion or just all the townsfolk of this this place. It seems like everyone just wants peace, or at least the average citizens do anyway. But does General Tullius respect Elisif?
Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Ericur. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city. She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You'd do well to remember that.
Okay, Falk. Okay, Falk. The Nords do seem to be quite a what's the word? Not superstitious. They respect their elders, and tradition is a big thing to them. So, okay, I don't want to go to Pelagius Wing just yet. I don't think I really want to investigate whatever that crazy dude outside was telling me to go visit, and I don't really want to divulge the information to Falk that I have a human's pelvis on me right now. So, but I will ask about Wolf Skull Cave. I hear you're looking for some help with that.
You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
The man who cried wolf. Yeah, I'll definitely be happy to clear out the cave if it is bandits. I really doubt it's animals. You said weird noises and light and strange lights. So unless like there's been a wolf or a skeever's been farting candlelight, like I get the feeling that it's probably bandits or something worse. So I'll definitely go and investigate. But why is it called a Wolf Skull Cave? Is it inhabited by wolves and skulls?
The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now, but everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted.
So there's a good chance this could be a wild goose chase. That this could, because of its history, they hear one noise and they think it's something much worse than it is. They hear hoofbeats and they think they hear hoof beats, and then you think zebras instead of horses. But alright, Folk, thank you very much for the information.
Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Well, thank you very much. I might talk to the civil centaur here. I've heard very good things by your assistant down there.
I have little patience for mundane concerns.
I've also been told not to mess with you.
Be disturbed with common affairs of court. You
I think
those concerns to me.
I think the Jarl has gone to bed.
Very many ways to deal with people.
Oh, you two, please stop talking.
If I needed something from you, you would know it.
Yeah, what's your problem?
Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution.
Vampires, you say? I have been having quite an issue with vampires. I like it, she's like, I could give you a menial task. Vampires, by the way. Like, it's not a menial task. But okay, I'll see what I can do.
I don't expect you to be capable of even that.
Kill the leader of Pine Moon Cave. I'm hoping that Pine Moon Cave is nearby. So, yeah. But I've got some questions before I go and destroy more vampires, like the Khajiit vampire hunter I am. Were you there when High King Toreg died?
I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day.
Why was Toreg killed?
Because Ulfric needed a symbol. Someone he could defeat that represented the Empire. The White Gold Concordat, the banning of Talos worship. Toreg's father Islot had held Skyrim together for nearly 25 years. When he died, Toreg became that symbol.
So the war started when Istalod died?
No, even after Islot died, the Moot voted to make Toreg High King of Skyrim. But Ulfric was at that Moot, continually talking about Skyrim's independence in terms just shy of treason. I don't think Ulfric knew how much Toreg respected him for that. If Ulfric had asked Toreg directly to stand up, to declare independence, Toreg might have done it.
So it seems like he just came in and assumed that he wouldn't and killed him to usurp his throne and take it from him, when if he'd actually just asked and spoke to the guy, he may have joined him. And thinking having the Legion and the Stormcloaks together would have been a much powerful war against the Thalmor, instead of having to fight both the Legion and the Thalmor. But why didn't Toreg ever declare independence?
Because the Dominion is a sleeping beast that Skyrim cannot slay alone. Because many Nords are part of the Imperial Army even now. Because the food and resources we get from the Empire are important to our people. Because even if we can't openly worship him, Talos the God was once Tiber Septim the man, and this is his empire. And Toreg wasn't ready to let it fall apart.
So just a few reasons then. How long have you been a wizard at this court? I hear you are quite capable.
I was a member of the court during the reign of Toreg's father. It was Toreg who appointed me to the position.
So you and High King Toreg were close?
Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Toreg on the throne. He made a fine king. A fine king.
Ah, so if you helped raise him, then this must be even more emotional than just some of the servants and guards, like you actually knew him as a person. So, alright, well, fair enough for the information and the quest of vampire hunting.
Vampires are clever hunters. More clever than you, definitely.
Oh, well, thanks for that.
Business with the court?
No, I've already got plenty business of my own now, but thanks for that insult. You're sending me to fight vampires and you don't even think I can even take care of them, but... Okie pokey. Well, that being said and done, I think that's us done for one day. We now have plenty of quests to go do. We've got to we've got to tell Turi about how much he liked her outfit. But we need to kill the leader of Pine Moon Cave. Ah, Pine Moon Cave. That's only down there, so we could do that. We have quite a few quests that we need to do. We need to go down to the East Empire Company and get that shipment of spiced wine for the lady at the market. We need to go to Shadow Green Cavern and try and retrieve Nosta whatever face's helmet. We also need to clear out Wolf Skull Cave. Ah, there you go. This is perfect. We can go get the spiced wine, go retrieve the helmet, then go clear out Wolf Skull Cave, whatever is in there, and then we can go over and kill the leader of a Pine Moon Cave, all the way over here, just near Dragon's Bridge, and then make our way back down the path to Solitude. Oh, that works out perfect. So we have got quite a few quests, quite a few things to get done. There you go, that's all of them there. So 1, 2, 3, and then you got fourth one is up there. So we've got quite a few things to do, quite a few things to get done, and then once all that's done, we can come back here, and then we can gain access to Pelagius Wing in the Blue Palace. Hell, we might even do that before we leave to go back out into Skyrim again, since how we already are inside the Blue Palace. But with that being said and done, I think I'm going to leave that here for today. We've had quite a good session. We went and did a Meridia's Beacon, gained ourselves the Dawnbreaker, came into Solitude, met everyone here in Solitude. It's been quite a good couple of days for Gaston, Janessa, and Miko. I can't forget Miko. How much as Miko keeps making a noise, and he seems like he's found a friend there. He seems to like that guard. He's waiting for a treat or to be petted or something like that. But yeah, I think all that stuff, we have plenty of stuff to do. Plenty of bandits and vampires and whatever's going on in Wolfskull Cave. We've got plenty of stuff to do. Plenty of stuff to make right in Skyrim. But that is stuff I will leave for another day. Until that, for now, I will catch you guys later.